All right, good morning. Today, December 4th, 2025, 9:21 a.m. Sitting here in Gilbert's office, Queensland, 11 days until we leave and we go back to the Philippines. That's what I want to talk about at this moment in this game of life. Why am I going back to the Philippines? I'm going back to the Philippines because at the moment, the Philippines, that country has my heart. The specific island that I'm going back to has my heart. The people, the community, the environments, the place itself. And I ask myself, well, why the Philippines? Since June, making the major decisions in my life, leaving my fiance of 15 years, quitting my own company, and then flying on a one-way ticket out of Canada, I've been looking for a place to anchor, a place that I could plant my roots again and build and create and be myself and contribute and add value. And I've been searching for that for the last 6 months. I feel like I've been searching for that for the last few years, up to the point where I made the decisions I knew I needed to make in order to be in the position that I am right now. I could be anywhere. I could stay in Australia if I wanted to. If I can go to Thailand, I can go back to the motherland, which is Vietnam, but I've decided to go back to the Philippines. And it's all thanks to a friend. If it wasn't for her that made the recommendation, and if it wasn't for her that went there in the first place, I wouldn't have gone to see what this island was like, and now I'm in love. It's a place where I can see myself getting focused and just working and building and creating the things that I'm currently involved with. And that's where I want to be right now. So what is my plan? What do I really want to do? On an island like that, it's away from the man-made world. It's going back to nature. You're next to the water, you're surfing, you're outside, you're getting a whole bunch of sun and a whole bunch of rain. But for me, the intention is to get myself back into a routine. Back at home, previous years of building business, working behind a small office, smaller than this room actually, behind a computer screen for 6-7 years in a row. To me, that was routine, but it wasn't the routine that I enjoyed being a part of because I was isolated. I was by myself for the most part. Yes, I had a partner, but she would have work, and from a community aspect, the community and the people that I was building relationships with were unfortunately in Australia. And back at home in Canada, there wasn't much that I was doing besides locking myself in an office and working away, building. So for those years, I've wanted to live the life that I'm living now. And to live the life that I'm living now, I find myself back in the decision of, well, now that I've got what I wanted, why does it feel so hard still to make a decision as to what I want to do? And that's where we are today. After traveling for 5-6 months, being on the road, leaving Australia, coming back to Australia, going to Southeast Asia, coming back to Australia, I finally found a place that I want to put my roots down. And that will be the Philippines for a little while. It's a place that if I'm not traveling for business, I will definitely go back and build base there. And these last few years of documenting and sharing and recording, engaging with people online, as great as that is, it's not as fulfilling as I thought it would be when it comes to me wanting to help people. I know that there's a lot within myself that I want to share with people. I know I've been through a lot. I've gone through many rock bottoms. I've gained and experienced a lot. Yet I still know nothing, but there's still something that I want to share with people. And in order to do that, I have to find a place that I could settle down and rest while doing all the work at the same time. And by finding a place that I could connect with and build a community around and be involved in the community, that's how I want to help. Because it's so much better to be able to chat with someone, to sit down with someone, and be your true authentic self in person instead of online. So as of today, in about 11 to 12 days, I will be back in the Philippines for a third time. The first 2 times I went because I fell in love. I went because I built a connection with someone. And this third time around, with that connection no longer there, I asked myself, well, if I'm not making decisions revolved around someone else, it's finally time now, and for me to take the advice of my friends Eric and Tash, to really be alone and to make decisions on your own for the first time in your life. And that's where I'm at. Coming out of a relationship for 15 years, I never really made decisions alone. The decisions that I made were in consideration of my partner as well. And before that, from 0 to 18, I never really learned how to make decisions on my own because I was still young. Still living with my mom, still living with my dad. Decisions that I make would be in the consideration of my family, my parents as well, because we were under the same household, and I have to consider that. And now at the age of 33, after parting ways from a 15-year relationship, I've been alone fully for the last 5 months. But 3 of the last 5 months, I recognize that I've also made decisions based around my feelings and emotions for someone that I just met. And it's thanks to the freedom that I have, the ability to go wherever I want to go. But if I was to take a step back and meditate and really look at my life and see where it is, I have all these incredible things going on in work and in business. I was in a very long relationship, and now that I've released myself from that relationship, there's a gap. So it's very easy for me to fall back into the comfort zone of wanting to fill that gap as soon as possible. And that gap is actually having a woman by my side who's nurturing, supportive, takes care of me. All the little things of what it means to have a partner. That gap is now there. And I'm in no rush to fill that gap. As uneasy as it feels to be by myself, I'm okay. As uneasy as it feels to have the feeling of abandonment and to feel the anxiousness, I'm okay. Because I'm not alone. I have myself. I have my higher self to take care of that child within me and say, it's okay, Kenny. It's okay to be alone. You're not alone. Family is right around the corner. You have people around you who love and care about you, who want the best for you. So it's okay. You're not alone. Have an idea, a vision of what you want, and go. Go pursue it. Go chase that. Because it's okay. You will never be alone. This feeling that you feel is temporary. So now that you're alone, where do you want to go? Your heart's telling you to go back to the Philippines? Okay, go back to the Philippines. Go build, go create, go build relationships, go be yourself. Go to a place that you can truly be yourself with no judgment from yourself. And remember, you do not need to subordinate yourself to other people's values in order to fit in. You don't need to sacrifice yourself and who you are to give love to other people. So just go out there and be love, be presence, be gratitude, be appreciation, feel the gratitude, feel the love in everything that you do. And that love will come back to you tenfold, 100-fold, because that's how the world works. Do not go chasing love, because if you're chasing love, you're being reactionary. You're seeking validation from other people. You're chasing the recognition from other people. You're wanting to be approved by other people, and that's not the approach. That's no longer the approach. You've been doing that approach in the early stages of your life, and now you are aware enough now to see where you're at and where you want to go and where you want to be. So be that. Have faith that things will work out. Have faith that when you get to the Philippines, it is going to feel uncomfortable, because this is the first Christmas you're going to spend by yourself with new people that you meet, with strangers. The last few Christmas, you spent it here in Australia. The last few Christmas, you spent it away from your actual family back at home, from your partner, and you spent it here in Australia with a new family. And this time around, you're spending Christmas in Southeast Asia. So be grateful for that. Be grateful that you even have the opportunity to do that. And don't take it for granted. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Meet new people. Say hello. Operate from a space of love. Be love. And that frequency and that energy will flow through and out of you. And the people who are ready to receive that energy will receive it. And the people who are ready to receive and give back that energy will receive and give back that energy. And that is how the game of life works. Know thyself. Study yourself. Know exactly who you are. Remember who you are. Get an understanding of what you want and what makes you happy. And do that. Sometimes what makes you happy, you will have to go through the hard stuff in order to get there. Because happiness is fleeting. You have to create that for yourself. You have to feel that for yourself. You can feel happy every single day, which is great. But remember, you will only know what happiness is when you felt pain and sorrow. And you felt pain and sorrow, Kenny. So flip that around. Feel the happiness all around you. Feel the gratitude and appreciation all around you for the things that you get to do each day. And smile. All right. Take care. Thank you for listening. Welcome to For Player Ones, a documentation of this path that I am walking as the player playing the character named Kenny in this game of life. So if you're listening to this at some stage, you've had similar thoughts on your own life. So go and play your game. Go and live your life. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be true to you. Talk soon.